Hi guys, welcome back for another one. Now we're just diving in this one today because man, I got a lot of hot takes on this one to give to you guys. So first off, guys, this one's all about Kestrel and Misty Knight. Now we mostly know all this information due to all the information that's coming out from the envoys, the kits like that, and plus I never review kits on this show. Just because, you know, everyone else does that, I don't need to. First off, Kestrel, we already know her event is in the game. Currently counting down to next Friday. You guys can expect from me on Sunday to release a video called how to get Kestrel for 4 stars for free for you free to play players and anyone who wants to really try to max out as many shards as they possibly get from Kestrel. Now, I'm telling you right now, save your cores, try not to spend your cores anywhere as you want as many as you possibly can get. And like I said, that video will be following this video the next day on Sunday. So with that said, first off, her traits: Hero, Cosmic Tech, Scale Blaster. Not a very attractive set for campaigns, but if you get her early, get her now, and you're not through the entire game yet, she's going to be a great character for the last 3 nodes of the Doom campaign, as Tech Hero is a viable trait. So I probably do really highly recommend if you get this character, or even if you just get it through the event campaign, right? Because you can get it for 4 stars for free. I'm telling you right now, it's possible as long as you don't deplete all your cores to get that, and you can. That's definitely going to be usable to complete that part of the campaign. So once again, not doing a kit. We've seen the videos. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the videos, just like I've seen the videos of her wrecking Arena, RTA, one-shotting Silver Surfer, all that other good stuff. I'm still waiting for data on Doom rates. How viable is she? I'm still waiting for data on Dark Dimension. I'm pretty sure I'll be following sometime this week. But moving on to her event now, her event is actually going to have a milestone attached to it, which is the first time we've ever had an event campaign character with a milestone attached to it. Pretty unique, and it's pretty much going to be for, well, some rewards and the very first Nick Fury costume that, or just costume in general, that most of the players may get in this game. So first off, there will be a milestone for opening up the Voyager Orb, which are the fragments you get for completing her campaign that can be used for open up an orb which contains Kestrel and other characters, and it's going to help you clear a milestone. I'm assuming this milestone is going to go for the entire life of the campaign, so if you are a hoarder like myself, you can wait till the end to pop them open and claim all these rewards. But please double check this when the event goes live to make sure this information is accurate. I'd hate for you guys to miss out because I said something before it was actually here. But in that, you're going to be able to get gear rewards, character shards. I really hope that's newer characters, not older characters, because the last thing I want is more shield minion characters. So hopefully they do that, and a 3 red star Kestrel. So if you are someone who just didn't have any luck with Kestrel, you can at least get yourself a 3 star through this milestone. Then there's a second milestone called Fabric of Reality, which will help you eliminate this one. And this one's going to be a daily one. This one you get through by just spending the Voyager currency, energy, we'll call it energy, right? Just spend the energy, farm the campaign. It's going to earn you towards this milestone. And this is where you're going to get superior basic cast parts, superior mini unique gear, and the gold flash bits, which is the currency you need to unlock the Fury costume. Now, if you're like, well, what if I don't complete this milestone every single day? Because we don't know how hard it's going to be. Don't worry, you may not get Nick Fury's costume, but we do know from previous information that any bits you get, it seems like every event is going to have a certain bits to get a costume, and if you don't complete the event to get the costume, those bits will convert into costume credits, which eventually you can use to purchase a costume of your choice in the costume store. Now, honestly, I don't know how it's going to work out if you collect all the bits and decide not to claim Nick Fury's costume. I don't know what happens then, but I'm just telling you, any leftover bits, because you didn't complete the milestone or whatever the scenario was, will convert to costume credits, and no, you probably will not get your Electra costume on the very first try. So once again, guys, if you're interested in all this stuff, tomorrow on my channel will be how to get Kestrel for 4 stars for free, going over my entire plan that I've been doing for well over a year and a half now, showing you guys how to get these event campaign characters to 4 stars. That will be coming out tomorrow. Please look for it. But moving on to Misty Knight. Now, I'm not going to go into great character detail again. Her and Calling Wing both have the City Hero tag, which are great for newer players. Now, what's not great for newer players is these guys are getting released through Blitz, or at least Calling Wing for sure is being released through Blitz. We don't know about Misty Knight yet. And she's a 100 shard unlock, so it means newer players are probably not going to unlock this character. Unfortunately, that's what it is. The good news, them both being 100 star unlock, is that we know they will not be a strike path character. Hooray! Now, strategically, if you're looking at this patch and like, okay, if I'm going to invest in one character's patch, who should I invest in? The answer is pretty simple and easy. It's Kestrel, right? That's the one character that's going to change your game up the most. It's going to help you the most. But if you're someone who's like, how can I be a weasel in this game? If you're an early and mid game player, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be sarcastic, but anyways, if you're an early and mid game player and you want to just stomp someone in war, Misty Knight and Colleen Wing, if you get them early and you know, as an early player, and you put them on war, build them and put them on war defense along with the rest of their team, Heroes for Hire, you are going to stop newer and mid game players dead in their tracks trying to clear. Just put that team in the med bay, the barracks, the armory, the bridge, the reactor. People are just not getting through it. Now, late game players are going to be a different story because a lot of players have characters built up and overpowered. So they're just going to throw their biggest thing at it until we can figure out the best direct counter. But Misty Knight and Colleen Wing are going to work a lot like Red Skull and Hydra worked when Red Skull first came out. When Red Skull and Hydra first came out, you just seen people build these 150, 200k Red Skull Hydra teams and put them on war defense. No, they weren't the biggest thing, but they didn't need to be the biggest thing. Smaller teams of equivalent power couldn't handle them. They got knocked out. And then people had to start punching down with very big teams or even their way over invested Black Bolt to beat them. And these people that put them on defense did not have to invest a ton into it. And newer mid-game players easily got stonewalled by that Hydra team. Misty Knight and Colleen Wing and the Heroes for Hire are going to work similar to that. You may not need to over-invest in these characters to make them efficient, especially an early mid-game player. End-game players are probably going to have to invest heavily to really stonewall their opponents. And I don't know how much I can recommend that players build Misty Knight and Colleen Wing. You're going to have to use that evaluation yourself. I'm telling you guys right now, as a player and a content creator, I'm telling you guys right now, the best way to play this game is clearing content. Get as many resources as fast as you can, and to make sure you're getting as many as you can on a daily basis. That's the only way you really get better at war without spending a lot on it. The war is designed to give you a 50% win rate. The only way you win more than 50% of the time is if you develop your roster faster than your opponent. And the best way to develop your roster faster than your opponent without spending is to make sure you're getting every last resource possible in the game for free on a daily basis. Hopefully I make that point clear, but I'm just saying, if you get these two unlocked, depending on where you're at in the game, you can just build them, make them a 200k, or, you know, build them big if you really want to stonewall people. But overall, make sure whatever you do, you're not sacrificing getting more rewards sooner over this, because eventually you're going to be able to do this anyways. Next up, campaign node update. Yelena Belova is going to be farmable on Heroes 5.9, replacing Night Nurse. Don't worry, Night Nurse has another node located on 3.9. We're just not going to be able to get the double farm on Night Nurse. So if you're someone behind on Night Nurse, yeah, you had your opportunity. If you're a newer player, sorry about your luck. I really don't think Yelena is going to change the meta for an early game player. Because if she did, she definitely wouldn't be located on Heroes 5.9. Now, I will be in the near future evaluating the entire experience for a new player, what characters you want to grab and stuff like that. I don't think Yelena is going to change any of that. I really don't, but that video will be coming out soon, as soon as I have time to sit down and really evaluate beginning to end game. But anyways, Yelena helps towards these training materials, the Flash event that's coming up. They didn't give us a date of when it's coming this month. We do know it's coming. The Red Guardian situation becoming farmable, I wasn't expecting that. So 6 characters are available for that event. All are farmable at this point. Yelena, Red Guardian, Killmonger, Punisher, Merc Soldier, hopefully I got the right mercenary there, and Black Widow, right? Black Widow was added. So you just need to get 5 of those characters with gold stars on them to be able to do as many of those training materials you possibly can. And I think starting in here after May, that this is going to be the main way to try to prevent the training module bottleneck if you're someone that experiences it. If you're not experiencing it, you probably don't need to go all out, but once again, if you're not experiencing it, you're probably already an endgame player that doesn't have to rank up characters non-stop, or you're really good at farming, one or the other. And then before we move on, one last line I really want to read out, as we'll be making a character more available via the store or campaign nodes on the first Wednesday each month, so look out for next month's new edition. I'm a little concerned by this line. Does this mean that we're not getting another character farmable this month? I really hope they do, as they already have enough of a backlog, right? I know they just made Scream and Red Guardian farmable, and before someone puts in the comments that Scream's not farmable, yes, I 100% agree with you as a player, but Scopely's definition of a character being farmable or fountainable, they don't use the word farmable anymore, they really don't use any word, but a character being available or having a location where they are available, even if it's RNG dependent, Scream does fit that definition for them, so there's no point in hashing that out, and I'm just going to ignore you if you leave that comment, to be honest. So I don't think they need to back off of releasing another character this month. Over that, I'm hoping they still do. But we'll see. The other thing is that makes me think of is maybe Emma's finally coming in the middle of this month. Maybe we're getting that rework orb. Still, it's been very silent on that front about that orb, but I'm hoping we don't have to wait a whole month, which is a very long month. May's very long to get another character. And next up, repeating legendary character, Invisible Woman is back. So they did give us an in-game mail that the rotation would be every 6 to 7 weeks for these faster, older legendary characters. So yay, they're twice as fast as they used to be. And with that, you're going to get a mail with 7 characters, 3 shards of each. With Invisible Woman, it should be a lock. It should be all the Sinister Six members, as there is no more than 7 of them currently available in the game because the 8th is Doc Ock. Upcoming blitzes. So we have Monday through Wednesday, Deadpool, and Thursday through Saturday, Elektra. Deadpool and Elektra both needed for monthly events. Deadpool with I almost said Mark with the Mouth, but no, it's Payday. And Elektra has the hand event. So they're very good characters for newer mid-game players to grab. They don't have them maxed out. Late game players, I think we're going to be able to take this week off. I hope there's nothing else that surprises us that makes us blitz, but hopefully we take a week off and some people can gain some shards. Calling Wing, I was hoping that she would show up here, as we did get in-game notification that she would be a blitz release, but it's not going to happen here, so it'll probably be the week after. And then bonus flash events, we have Black Bolt with 2 times drops for the Asgardians, so get yourself some Hela, Loki, and Thor. The other 2, just get them to unlock Black Bolt. I can't say anything great about Sif and Heimdall, sorry. But anyways, and then after that, the Hand of Relic event drops on May 7th. Once again, no word if they're changing the reward structure. Originally they said they probably were looking at changing the reward structure of the cast to change to include more catalyst parts, as that's such a big bottleneck for orange gear. But nothing here more, and I could see why maybe they didn't double this up and just leaving us catalyst parts and other milestone events, because telling new and mid-game players they need to level up hand is probably not beneficial to those players at all. And besides Nobu and Elektra, they're really not needed elsewhere popular right now. But 2 days before May 7th and May 5th, you can get double the drop rate, so get yourself some Nobu for Phoenix. And that's pretty much a dev blog, because then they just add with Nick Fury a rework for Kestrel, basically adding Kestrel all his stuff. The really biggest improvement that I see is here on the ultimate, where if Kestrel's an ally and you summon, those summons get 1 defense up per turn and 2 death proof. So that's great. I hope those summons survive, especially in Doom raids where they'll easily get one-shotted otherwise. So I'm interested to see how that plays out. I'm really looking forward to footage of Doom raids with Nick Fury and Kestrel to see if I want to take my own Nick Fury and Kestrel for Doom raids. And that will do it, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me. You guys can let me know what you guys think about this devlog in those comments down below. But guys, if you enjoyed my hot take and all this, do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up. If you're new and haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. And if you do not want to miss next week's hot take, hit that notification bell. With all that said, I'll catch you guys in the next one.